Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new short movie. The name of the short movie is What If Naruto's Life Was Changed? And yeah guys, it is an unscripted movie and my own idea. Now before continuing this, the reason I'm making this is because, well, yeah, I kind of had this idea in my mind for a while and I was searching for a fiction regarding this, and I couldn't find it, to be honest. Maybe I wasn't looking hard enough, maybe it is out there. But yeah, I'm not gonna just claim that I'm the first one making this type of fiction, but yeah, who knows, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. So yeah, here it is. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And as for my second channel, I'm gonna be trying my best to be, consistent. It's just that I rarely am now consistent on my main channel for the past month, and it's because I have told you there is something big going on behind the scenes that is life-changing for me. It's a big decision for me, myself, and my family. And yeah, once we cross that bridge, I will let you guys know after it is confirmed that yeah, it is going to happen. Now, aside from that, yeah, you know already the drill. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and I apologize for rarely making your ideas. Now, talking about ideas, there is something that I would like to discuss. There is a comment going around in the past and now it has resurfaced again. What if Naruto was anti-spiral? Can you please tell me what anti-spiral is? I tried to search for it, I couldn't find it. And yeah, please do let me know what it is. It's just kind of bothering me and I really want to find out now. It got me curious. Anyways, enough about this. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Roll the intro. Our story begins in Konoha Gakure no Sato. It was October 10th at night time. Everything was going peacefully in the village until Kyubi no Yoko, the nine-tailed fox, appeared at their doorsteps, its huge visage towering over the whole village. Everyone froze for a mere moment until their senses kicked in back at full force. Civilians tried to run towards the shelter, taking their kids alongside them. The shinobis dashed towards the front gates to prevent the Biju from entering and causing destruction because they knew from the history prior of its attack. And the alarms were blazing now. As this was going on, the QB2 took notice of this and began to charge at the village and the outskirts, destroying it as if it was taking its time and enjoying the destruction of the said village. The shinobis regardless arrived there, and amongst them was their previous leader, Hiruzen Sarutobi, an old man who had lived long enough in the world of shinobi in which men die young. As now we see him taking the charge, and the battle began. At first it looked like the shinobis were doing something, because they were slowing down the Biju, or keeping it at hold and bay, as some of them thought. But a single Bijudama from the fox made it clear that it was pretty much a one-sided battle, and the Biju was just playing with them, like its playthings. And now they were scared, only one question looming on their heads and minds. Are they going to die like this? Where was their Kage? Where was their leader? And speak of the devil, as Minato Namikaze arrived there himself in a yellow flash, as he suddenly prepared an altar which appeared in a puff of smoke as he laid down an infant kid there. I don't have time to explain. Just keep him busy, please. I can do this. As Minato began to prepare all sorts of scribbles on the belly of the child, as now we see, after everything was done, Minato then began to prepare for the hand seals. As Hiruzen then arrived. Minato, what are you doing? Hiruzen-sama, I must seal the Biju inside my son. Kushina is dead. I went back to check on her. She's no more. What about the others? I'm sorry. Biwaku-sama and the others are dead too. We were ambushed. By whom? A person claiming to be Madara Uchiha. He's not an Uchiha. I know that much for sure, because he doesn't fight like one, but he has Uchiha's Sharingan. That is not good, Minato. We will discuss about this later. You will do what you have to do. We'll take the hold of this fight as much as we can to support you. As now we see, suddenly a huge toad appeared there. On top of its head was a man who had silver long hair. Miss me? I bet you all did. Fear not, because Jiraiya of the Gallant Sanin is here. Jiraiya-sensei. Right about on time. Do what you gotta do, Minato. I'll stop him. As Instantly, Jiraiya was slashed. As his guts were now outside, Jiraiya was dead in a single slash of Kyuubi's attack. Jiraiya, no! Sensei! Minato, focus! We have to not let his sacrifice go into vain. You have to do this now. Damn it, I have to. Please, Gamabunta, I know what I need to do, kid. This prick just killed our eldest summoner. He needs to die. As now we see, the battle was turning tides until Minato finally completed the hand seal and clamped his hands together. As time for a moment seemed to slow down as a huge visage, a scary looking visage of a woman appeared there. Who dares summon me? Said a cold yet calming voice. I did. What is it that you want? I command you to seal the Biju inside my son. As there was a long pause, even the Biju paused itself alongside Gamabunta. What? What did you say? Again? Can you repeat that word? Said Shinigami. I need you to seal the sun. I need you to seal the Biju in my son. Not this, exactly what you said. I command you to seal the Biju in my son? And who do you think you are to command me? I summoned you. You have the right to oblige, right? I do oblige, but to those who are respectful. For disrespect alone, as with a snap of its finger, the Kyuubi was free from its genjutsu. And she took away the child. Innocence shall be spared. But as for you all, you are all worthless piece of trash who have let us down again and again. And now you shall be erased because of your insolence. What? Before anything could happen, a bright light appeared with a snap of Shinigami's fingers, and where Konoha and everyone else stood at one point, nothing remained there. Nothing. It all turned back into nature. Nothing was there. It was like that, as if nothing was there ever. As Shinigami then looked towards the Biju, the child still in its hand. I'm thinking that you're wondering why didn't I kill this child when there were many other infants there. I have seen their future, and to be honest, they were worse than scum in the future, and this child's life would have suffered the most. He is chosen by us, you see, the one that your father spoke of. As Shinigami watched, Kyuubi's eyes widen. The child of... Yes, the child of prophecy. And that is why I am going to grant you this. As the Kyuubi was then turned into a female figure, similar to Kushina but with orange hair. What is this? As she was wearing white clothes, but shinobi level of clothes. White female joined vest with white undershirt and white pants with white shinobi sandals. It is as it seems, Kyuubi. You are given a new identity. From this day forward, you are no longer a gender neutral, but the mother to this child. You are to raise him as your own, Kurumi-san. Kurumi? Yes. This is your name from now on. I have taken you under my wing, and have blessed you. Now that is not all. Since he is chosen by us, you have to teach him the proper way to the shinobis and make sure that he doesn't turn out like the rest of the trash. And instead of being the savior that your father spoke about, we want him to save only those who have the qualities of being saved and redeemed. I see, but what about... As for the rest, they can go and burn in hell for all we care. Their souls can be erased. This is the new path we set out to, because we have seen multiple futures, changing the timeline again and again and again, and still doing so. But for this generation we have decided to go with a different idea. My idea, to be precise, and that is why we are having this discussion. I see. I will do the best I can. I won't let you down, Shinigami-sama. I know you won't, Kurami. Now take your child and raise him somewhere safe. And as for your powers, they are still intact. I see. And as I said, Naruto is your son. As Naruto's ears morphed for a few moments into fox ears as his tails appeared in the back, as Kurumi gasped, "What is this?" As I told you, I have given a human form, and Naruto is now officially your son. Congratulations on being a mother, by the way. And do what you're tasked to do now. I will. You have our blessings. And with those words, Shinigami departed. On the other side, Kurumi now, which was previously known as Kyuubi no Yoko and Kurama while being gender neutral, was shocked. It first of all became a she now, and she had a son, a loved one. She won't be alone ever again. And to make sure that she was going to raise him the most respectful way she could. And now we have a time skip. Time skip of 10 years later. Kurumi and Naruto has gone on to travel from village to village as a bunch of merchants. She knew a little bit about trade thanks to Kushina, and this was the best she could do. And to be honest, she couldn't complain because she was making enough. But that night what happened to Konoha? Well, let's just say, most people celebrated while the others were just quite shocked. And some were outright scared. What could have happened for a village to be erased from the surface of the earth in the middle of the night? And a village that was strong and prominent. At that, nobody could answer that question. But one thing was for sure, Konoha was no longer inexistent. It was nothing more than a memory of the past now. Not even of its ruins remained. Thankfully, like Uzushi Gakure. And as for Naruto, we currently see him being found by Kurumi, helping out a green-haired girl in his room, as they lived in a 2-room apartment, as she looked at both her son and the girl with a raised eyebrow, as she could sense something within the girl. Mind telling me, Naruto-kun, why are you alone in a room with a girl? She said with narrowed eyes as Naruto gulped. I can explain this, Kachan. You see, she was injured, and I brought her here because she's my friend. As the girl then said, yes, my name is Fu, and I live on the outskirts of the village. I if it wasn't for Naruto-kun, I would have, I don't even, it's alright, said Kurumi as she got near and hugged the said kid, who was scared for her life. As she put a hand on Naruto's face, caressing its cheek. You did a good job, son. It is as I told you, help out those who needs helping. Beat those who needs beating. Yeah, you got that right. Listen, kid, you have anyone here who you can, well, call family? I had my Tochan and Kachan. At first, Kachan was nice to me, even though Tochan didn't like me much. I don't know why, but then she kicked me out when I was at the age of 4. And I have been ever since outside living on my own. In the wild, yes. Oh, you poor child, said Kurumi as she hugged the said girl who cried, as Naruto for some reason looked on with wide eyes. Until Kurumi saw something. Naruto's eyes were now red with slits. His whisker marks, which were faint, were now thick. His teeth had turned into fangs, which resembled a lot like canines. His nails were now black and grown into that of, well, large fangs as well. As now we see, Naruto then said, I'll rip them to shreds. No, son. That is not our path, and that is something you don't need to concern with. It seems we have overstayed our stay in the village of Taki. Pack your stuff, Naruto. We are gonna go away and move to another village. And as for you, young one, she said, looking towards, well, the young girl in front of her, now named Fu. What is it, ma'am? Do you wish to come with me and my son? We can take you away somewhere else. Nobody will treat you like this. You can have us as your family. Really? Won't you? But won't you throw? As something inside her then spoke. You can trust them, little larvae. They are not like your parents. I promise you that much. And she trusted that voice to, well, exist for the past 6 years in the wild, so no way in hell she was gonna decline now. It was just all too perfect for her. But she had already her heart broken so much that she didn't want to get hurt no more. Do you promise? Yes, I promise, said Kurumi. Yeah, of course I do too. We'll be together and we'll play a lot, and this way you won't have to get hurt. Really? You wouldn't mind? No, not at all. Silly. As now we see. She hugged Kurumi and nodded. Yes, obviously, yes. Good. How about this? You two stay here and help Naruto pack all the stuff while I'll go and check us out. Alright. As now we see, Naruto and Kurumi were packed. Naruto and Fu were packed as Kurumi arrived after some time. Huh, Kachan, your clothes are changed. Well, I went out for a walk and some mud got on me. I've informed the leader that we will be leaving and he'll be leaving with us. And he gave this stamp to me. Why is it red? Oh, he spelled some ink there. Nothing to worry about. Okay, with this you're officially now allowed to travel with us. Let us depart then. As now we see the three of them were walking in the village on the outskirts. Why is it so quiet? Even the shops are open. Must have something big happened. Or they could have just gone to celebrate that I'm leaving finally. Hey, enough thinking about those douchebags. You're with us now, okay? Look forward, never look back. The past is only going to hurt, said Naruto, as Kurumi smiled. I've taught you well, my son. Naruto chuckled while rubbing the back of his head as they exited. Now we see Kurumi's eyes, which flashed with mirth as there was a smirk on the floor. No matter how much you think about it, they are all busy. Oh yes, they are all busy, but busy with Shinigami meeting in hell, not here. You don't have to worry about anything, Fu. Anything at all, ever again. As now we have a flashback to see. Right after Kurumi left, she went towards the leader's, compound, and let's just say there was a bloody massacre after the documents were signed. The leader let's just say, tried to get in her pants, and she literally just ripped out his arms. And as for the rest of the village, she did it so stealthily that not anyone could even breathe air. And that is why she changed her robes before arriving there. The whole village was, as it said, dead. Only one thought was going throughout in her mind. Before Naruto can take on the mentality as the savior, I'll be the one doing the saving and destroying. Since I am his mother, this is my job for the time being. As now we have a time skip of 3 more years. 3 years have passed and now they were in a town known as Tanabata Town. As they were living there for quite some time and were enjoying life until Naruto bumped into a woman. As her assistant then said, or the girl next to her, Tsunade-sama, you better watch, you're just hitting the kids. Huh? This brat just hit me. You better apologize, you brat. And Naruto then said, hey. As Naruto paused, his heart skipped a beat, as the woman in front of him was quite beautiful. Quite, well adorned. What, cat got your tongue? Wow, you're just, wow. As the woman detoxed herself, as she then said, what did you say? You're beautiful? You hear this, brat Shizune? Yes, I think I do, said the said assistant, quite confused as well. All my life, I have never heard those words except for one time. You know what, kid? I left you off the hook. Wait, please, said Naruto as the woman and her assistant were about to walk away. What is it you want, kid? Sorry, I'm not gonna hand over any information to you if that's what you're asking. Oh, and by the way, I'm at the same age as probably your mother, or even older than her. Basically your grandma. You still wanna date me? Grow the hell up first. At least tell me your name before you go. Name's Tsunade. Tsunade sent you. As Naruto then said, I remember your name. My name is Naruto. Naruto Yoko. Yoko? What kind of name is that? My mother's name, actually. Huh. Funny kid. Alright. As after that we see Naruto dashed away. She was beautiful, he said. As now we see Naruto arrive at home, and his mother instantly noticed something different. Naruto-kun, can we talk for a bit? Fu, why don't you take over on the dinner? I need to talk with Naruto alone. Yes, Kajan? Am I in trouble for something? No, but can you tell me who did you meet? What? What do you mean? I mean to say is, whom did you meet? Okay, as Naruto blushed, it was a woman named Tsunade. Senju, I believe? Tsunade Senju. Of all the women it could have been. Heck, Why her? What is it, Kachan? Nothing at all, sweetie. You can go. How can I tell him now this? This is certainly interesting. Certainly indeed. Oh well, it happened, so now I'm not gonna stop it. Anyways, as now we see the time begin to pass. As the night came, as everyone was resting, we see that Kurumi went out and arrived in a bar where she met with Tsunade. Huh? Kushina? Is that you? We need to talk, Tsunade. Huh. So it really is you. What's with the hair color? And what's with the tone? Have you forgotten about your cousin or something? We need to talk. Now. Please. Fine. As now we see both of them arrive on the outskirts of the village in the forest. Why here? Because it's not for the ears. Now can you detox yourself before we speak at least? Have that much decency. Fine, okay. As she did the jutsu to detox her system, and she was back to normal. Geez, and I was getting just a hangover. What do you want to talk about? And what's with the getup? Red eyes, orange hair? Has the QB finally taken over, or something? She said with a smirk. No, I am not Kushina if you ask me. And Tsunade's smile fell. Oh, then you're... Her eyes narrowed. Yes, you guessed right. I am Kyubi no Yoko. What the hell is wrong with you? Why are you taking her form? She said instantly as she was now in front of Kyubi's face and slammed the tree behind her, turning it into splinters. That is because that is something concerning about my child. Your child. You steal her body, and probably her child, and you have no shame to say this. That child is mine. And as for Kushina and the rest of the village, that was because of the Shinigami and Minato's mistake. What? Bullshit. Minato practically insulted the goddess, and the goddess didn't bother any of it. She outright just erased everyone. Think, Tsunade. Not even I have the ability to do so that. And never in the history books have it ever been recorded that I was able to change myself into a human form, let alone be a feminine one. As Tsunade was in thought, everything that the Biju was pointing at was right. But why you? Naruto is a special child. He is to be the bridge between us and the humans. And something happened today. That is why I'm here. I was charged as his guardian, but I became his mother. I was able to understand what love truly was. I was never alone now. And okay, so Naruto is Minato and Kushina's son by birth, but he is my son as well, thanks to Shinigami's blessing. He is also a Biju. Okay, this is a lot to take in, but what is it that you wanted to talk about aside from this matter? That is something that Naruto did. Naruto imprinted on you. What? What does that supposed to mean? You know what I mean by imprintation. Yes, I know. But usually doesn't that happen with parents? No. That doesn't. In case of foxes who have chakra, I believe. It's because it happens when they are looking for a partner. And Naruto is a young adult. A teen, basically. And he's at the age when he enters these stages. And has to take mates. Whoa, mates? Yes. I believe 4 are at least up to allowed to have. But it is up to the male to decide how much does he wants as companions. Okay, and? So, let me get this straight. This imprintation Naruto has on me is that of a mate. You have been selected as one. Okay. And what if I say no? Well, if you say no, then it won't harm you, but it will harm him. God damn it. I get this, the kid is nice and well-mannered and all, but don't I have a say in this? Yes, you do, but you can give him a chance. That is all I am saying. And what am I supposed to do, huh? Just follow you along everywhere you go with the kid? I have my own life. What life, Tsunade? You're just wasting it away. I have been here for the past 2 years and you have been stuck here and the nearby villages, returning over and over here again, just for gamble and booze. Fine, you had me there. I have nothing. but my knowledge. At least I'll help him if he gets sick or hurt. Good, thank you. That is all I ask. As now we see the next morning came and Naruto was face to face with the beautiful woman again that he met. As Fu was a little bit jealous, as literally she was pouting. And as for, well, her assistant, Shizune, whose name was revealed to be, she was with her pet pig, Tauntaun, who was looking confused. It's fine, I guess? Right? Yes, everything is fine. No, it's not, said Fu. Fu? What does that mean? Said Naruto with a frown, as, well, Kurumi just looked at this whole scenario curiously. Ah, youngsters, she thought to herself. No, I'm not fine with her. She's an old hag who smells of booze and all. As Tsunade grew a tick mark. I may be old, but I have this much experience to, well, make you all turn into my fangirls and all that. Well, Tsunade isn't lying. She had a lot of fangirls when, well, she was back in the village. Village? What village? Oh, shoot, said Kurumi, as she was the one who spoke about this. As she then said, she's from her own village, remember? And she's an ex-Konoichi now, retired, and all that. Really? That's awesome. Can you teach me? I also want to be this, what was the male term? Shinobi. Yes, shinobi, said Naruto after confirming it from Kurumi. So you want to be one? Yes. Alright, I'll teach you, kid. But it will be difficult. Thanks! Kachan has been teaching me a lot. But that's not all. I want to be able to do all the cool ninja stuff and all. Alright, I'll teach you the best I can. As now we have 5 more years worth of time skip. Naruto was 18 years old, and let's just say for the past 5 years, Tsunade had the most fun she could ever had. And she might even regret saying this and not admit to herself, but she had started to gain feelings for the boy as well now. The boy was nothing more than nice to her. Kind, goofy, the perfect blend and mixture of her, well, ideals. As now we see Tsunade being in her thought until she was jolted out of those thoughts by a sudden hand placed on her shoulders. As she looked to the other side to see it was Kurumi, the Bichu, the one woman that she has grown to like now. You know, Tsunade, I am glad that it was you who my son imprinted. Wait, why are we talking about this? She said with a little bit of blush on her face. You know that I'm too old? Hardly. In front of me, you're nothing more than a tiny kid. And Naruto is basically just a baby. But Naruto is a grown adult now. And as for you, so are you. What happens between you two now is all to yourself. And I'm glad that you waited out this long. Otherwise, I might have to resolve to some other matters. As Tsunade for the first time looked nervous, as if she was facing her mother-in-law. Wait, what? No. And what was she talking about? I mean, calm down, Tsunade. Follow what your heart does want. And to be honest, I'll be honored to have you as my daughter-in-law, if anything else. As Tsunade blushed as Kurumi began to laugh. But seriously, in all honesty though, I am happy it was you. And looks like the young Fu is the next one after you. What? That squirt? Yes, the little one. She also loves Naruto. Naruto also sees that now. But he's conflicted. That is something that I can't resolve. And he needs to know. Aside from that, I would like to ask one thing. If that is alright with you, Kurumi. What? His shinobi training are going great alongside Fu, and both of them are formidable Konoichi and shinobi now. And as well as magic ninjas as well. But what about Naruto's, other powers? That I have taught Naruto from a young age. Even before we met you. Naruto has those under control. I know there are some tendencies that tend to get loose because he's quite protective of both of you. But nothing that is too much serious. I know, but what about those people? Those people that are going around and targeting other Jinchurikis? I know, at the Akatsuki. I have been doing some searching of my own. Turns out they're located in Amegakure. And I believe that I will be going there alone to pay them a visit. What? You're insane? They are after you. They would hardly harm me. They have, still, some of the most dangerous shinobis and konoichi involved with them. And turns out that there is one of the Uchihas involved there as well. I know that Uchiha. He is Madara Uchiha. He has his Sharingan. Damn it. I still can't believe that he's alive to this date. I can never forget those eyes. The day that he used me as his pet to attack the village when the first Hokage and me to stop me. But I suffered a lot because of your ancestors. I still hold resentment towards them, but to you, no. I don't hold any resentment. I'm sorry about this and all. As they were talking, suddenly something happened. They heard a sizzling sound and an explosion was heard. Both of them jumped luckily out of there before any harm could be done. And as they looked around to see, it was Orochimaru who was standing there, bruised badly. My oh my, still as active as ever, Tsunade, eh? And here I thought, you and your friend, you both would have been drunk and wouldn't have seen that coming. Orochimaru, from your conditions you look like I know. And what are you doing here? What do you think? I need you to heal me. And why would I do that? Please. I heard you're looking for Akatsuki. I was a member of it. I can help you track it down. Just heal me. I don't have much time. As both of them looked at each other, even if he's a piece of shit, this is our only chance of knowing what the Akatsuki is doing off there and who they really are. He has the first-hand contact with them. He's our only chance here, said Tsunade looking at Kurumi. Fine. As now we know, Orochimaru, who was passed out, was healed and was laying in the bed, as Kurumi was sitting there alongside with Tsunade. Talk. As Shizune was outside with the kids. Well, more like with the two adults now, and were stopping them the best she could. What are they talking about? I need to know. That man is in the bingo book as Orochimaru, from some village called Konoha, to be more precise. What does he want? Well, I don't know, Naruto-kun, but whatever it is, that is something that we should not interfere. Let them handle this. Damn it! Damn it all! It was your orders from Kajan. You know that, right? There's nothing we can do, Naruto-kun, said Fu. Fine. Okay. We'll wait. As now we go towards inside, as we see that Orochimaru begins speaking. So you mean to say is that they attacked you after they saw no usefulness of you? Yes, basically that much happened. And maybe I would have tried to attack the Sharingan user to take his eyes. Who is he? He goes by the name Toby. And yeah, he sometimes claims that he is Madara, but I can see through his fake it. He might be someone strong and formidable with his Sharingan, but that is without a doubt not Madara, but some other Uchiha that might have survived. Now that changes everything. That Sharingan, without a doubt, was Madara's. I could have never, ever mistaken that. But there is another form of the Sharingan, Orochimaru said, the Mangekyo, that requires one to awaken the Mangekyo itself and to take the eyes of another Mangekyo user to form the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, the ultimate form of Sharingan before the Rinnegan. That is correct. So my theory was right. He has the eternal form of it seems, mixed and blended well with Madara's, and that is why you were not able to decipher who he truly was. He's using his Sharingan to hide his true identity as well, it seems. That it may seem. So what now? Where are they? You fulfill our deal. Oh, they are in Amegakure. How many? Well, let's just say, excluding me, there are Deidara, Sasori, Hidan, Kakazu, Toby, as the person goes by now, and Pain, and Konan. These are the 7 figures that exist there. But about the rest, they died, this and that. And as for me, I excluded myself from them. And for what? Let's be honest, Tsunade. My main goal is immortality, and not only that, to learn every jutsu possible in the world. I joined them because I thought I could study them, and with their motives I might be able to get what I want. But alas, in the end, I wasn't able to get what I want. All we were just a labor doing the bidding of their master. But once I had enough of that, I left. And they didn't like that one bit. I see. And besides that, there is no Konoha, so there is no reason for me to get my revenge. I still don't believe that Konoha would evaporate and turn into nothingness, like never it existed. In one single night, it's like a dream that we spent there. Same, but Kurumi-san here knows what happened. Really now, intrigue me. Do you think it's a good idea to tell him? What can he do harm? He had nothing against us. Well, as cunning as you are, Tsunade, you are right. I have nothing against you. I was there, just a passerby. As I was going, I saw that a man with blonde hair, presumably the fourth Hokage, as Tsunade told me, summoning the, Shinigami of some sort through Uzumaki Forbidden Seal, and commanded to seal the nine tails inside of it, a huge fox that I saw and was scared and hiding from. And let's just say, the Shinigami didn't like stone and erased everyone from existence. And what about the Biju? Shinigami took the Biju with herself, saying that it was not safe here, and then saw through me to tell me to raise the child, because he was innocent. Bullshit. There are many infants born there at the time as well. Why him alone? Let's just say, Shinigami saw through his future and it wasn't bright, and Konoha was the one who caused that to happen. So, that is why she gave the kid a chance. Who knows? The kid is special, then that means. As now both of them had dreadful feelings. You don't need to get so tense, Tsunade. I won't do anything to the kid. I'm just getting to a conclusion, trying to decipher the kid. What could be so special that the Shinigami itself, asked a human to take care of it? That quite intrigues me. But what happened to Konoha? They had it coming, those power-hungry mongrels. Oh well. Well, I guess my end of the deal is done, and I found something very interesting. Promise me you won't do any of this information. I won't, Tsunade. You have my word. And you know, unlike Jiraiya, I keep my word. Don't talk about him. Why? That fool must be somewhere drunk. He's dead. What? Said Orochimaru, getting serious. Even if they were enemies or something like that, they were comrades and, they practically grew up together. So they respected that, at least about each other, that they were family once and still were, even if they were in pieces. What? He died. He was killed by the Kyuubi, who was under the control of, some Uchiha. Says Tsunade, how do you... Well, from what I could decipher, Kurumi-san here said that the eyes of the Biju was somewhat different. First, they were slits with red eyes like normal Biju's eyes, right? Yes, we have seen that. How could I forget those eyes when Kushina was possessed? Then they morphed into Sharingan. 3 black tomos with that morphed into a shuriken or something. Now that is certainly interesting. A Sharingan able to manipulate a Biju. I see. But Jiraiya dead? Really? Yes, I confirmed from the toads myself. Jiraiya really is dead. I see. Well, I better get going. It's alright if you... I don't need to talk, Tsunade. I need to get going. Thanks for the help, by the way. I'll keep my end of the bargain. As now we see Orochimaru leave. As he looked at Naruto for once before leaving. As now we see Kurumi then talk to Tsunade. Why did he... Even if he doesn't want to admit himself, he considered at least us two as his family. Even if, he thought that Sensei betrayed him and all. He thought of us two as family and friends. And seeing that his friend has died, even though he claims that he was the one who was going to kill him, it hurts him deep down, knowing that he has lost a comrade, a friend, and a good one at that. I see, but what about the Akatsuki? We're gonna deal with them. Said Naruto. Naruto? I'm sorry, Kurumi-san. I couldn't stop him Why didn't you tell me about this, Kachan? I'm sorry, Naruto. I didn't want you to. How could I ever hate you? You just saved me from a worse fate. Set upon myself from my own parents. How could I hate you? My father was about to shove me in a dark path. And you were going to be imprisoned again. And I was going to be your prison. No, Naruto, don't say like that. You're my son. And whatever happened, it happened because of God. Well, that is why we're here. And I wouldn't have it any other way either, said Naruto. As Kurumi then cried and hugged her son. How do you want to do this, son? My son has made up a decision, and it is time for him to take the position as the alpha of the house. The leader of this house. The leader of Yoko clan. That is correct. And as the leader of the Yoko clan, Naruto said as his eyes morphed into slits. Blue one in red irises. We are gonna go and attack Amegakure. Mainly the Akatsuki's base. As now we go towards the Akatsuki's base where they were conversing. Any news of Orochimaru after our battle? The snake is slippery bastard than we have imagined. He slipped through the cracks and escaped. He couldn't have gotten far. We need to search. Said Toby. We will, Toby, but we need to rest. That is something that you're not at the liberty of getting. Said Tsunade with an axe kick dropped down and literally shattering everything. Naruto then arrived from the shadows and dealing with 2 Bijus and 2 Nine Tails except for 1 was something they didn't imagine. And adding 7 Tails was like cherry on top. 3 Bijus, 2 of the same kind, launching attacks after attacks which are ballistic at 0 point radius was something in its own right. The whole Amegakure turned into nothing more than dust. Turns out there was no human there. All of them were killed and replaced by puppets of Sasori for this experimentation. That sick fucking bastard. As now we see the whole Amegakure was no more. And it all happened within the blinks of an eye. 8 Bijutamas later, nothing was there. The Akatsuki were taken care of. And now the other villages gotten more scared than ever, as now we see them having a council. From Suna it was Temari no Sabuko, who has taken them entirely after her brother's death. And as for Kiri, it was none other than maid Terumi. Kumo Ei presented itself, and Oniki from Iwa. It seems everyone is here, said the Iron Country's leader. Hi, this meeting is in session. First Konoha, now Amegakure. Even if they are our enemies and neutrals, that is something concerning. Who is this power that destroys 2 villages? One like never it existed and the other one turning it into nothing more than a cesspool of water. Making it almost not visible. Almost. To be honest, it is quite concerning, Oniki-san, as you said. But all we can do is just wait and keep more guard up. That is the best strategy here. Yes, that is. We must combine our forces together, if it ever comes to that. A truce, an alliance of a sort, said A, in a questioning manner. As Oniki looked, yes, it is time we put aside our differences. If we don't want to end up like Konoha and the others, we need to have the other villages under our wing. And not only that, we should also form an alliance that is stronger than ever, so that we can prevent these attacks together if anything happens to anyone. That is correct. And the alliance was formed, and hence a new form of beast was created out of fear. The Shinigami wanted to instill in the people. The fear of being erased, as if never existed. The same thing happened a few years later to Snow Country, and then to Rice Country, on which now Otogakure regened over now. Which was surprisingly Orochimaru's country, as he was the Kage there. A just one. But who was this power? It still remained a mystery. Turns out Orochimaru knew something since he was the 5th strongest elemental nation because of having the more Jonin than Konomichi's number. But he didn't reveal. He said that it was a mythical beast of some sort, some mythical shit. People didn't buy it obviously, but they couldn't just demand an answer. He said that he will only attack those who have hatred. He didn't attack those. He justified that with not them being attacked for many years. Even if they'd done atrocities in the past, they have changed themselves. And that was something that came to a conclusion. and relied upon their information to their villages, and henceforth a complete cycle of peace was completed. As now we see Naruto 5 more years later, living at the top of a mountain away from all of this, but in a vicinity of the 5 elemental nations that he could see with his super gaze, which he enhanced. And to the right of him was none other than Fu, and to his left side was, none other than Tsunade and Shizune, his 3 wives that he has chosen. And as for his mother, Kurumi, she was busy playing with her grandchildren that he had with his wives. And she was the luckiest Biju alive to ever exist, because she had freaking son and a lot of grandchildren. She was the happiest being ever. And as for the Otsuzukis, let's just say they alone were taken care of in the future by the allied shinobi forces, because they have become that strong with the peace and unity. And now they don't need any mythical base, they could take care of this on their own. Because of their belief and sheer willpower, they were able to even overtake the Otsuzukis without any curses. And Naruto was damn proud of that his family was safe and didn't need to get involved in the worldly matters, as he called them now. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this video off, guys. I hope you like this one. If you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. And stay tuned for a second story on my second channel as well. It will be up there soon. Peace!